Article 1 is adopted. Resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
Donald Trump is facing an impeachment trial again. No president has ever been impeached twice, and no president has ever gone on trial after leaving office. It's fair to say we're in pretty uncharted territory. So what's the case against him? Donald Trump is accused of inciting violence against the government. Specifically this, the storming of Congress by thousands of his supporters. His accusers say you have to go back a couple of months to last November's presidential election.
We know there was massive fraud.
That was a rigged election.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
Trump lost, but refused to admit it. Not only that, but when the state of Georgia was getting ready to hold a second round of voting to settle two very close Senate races, Mr. Trump is accused of trying to intervene illegally.
I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break.
It all came to a head on January the 6th, when Congress was due to confirm the results of the presidential election. In a long, bitter speech, Mr. Trump railed against the entire election process.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Within minutes of him finishing, some of his supporters were breaking into the Capitol building. But did the president actually incite violence? America's First Amendment, which protects freedom of speech, gives Mr. Trump lots of leeway to say pretty much whatever he wants, short of ordering his supporters to storm the Capitol, which he did not do.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
It'll be up to the Senate's 100 members to decide if Mr. Trump is guilty or not, and the Democrats will need at least 17 Republicans to join them to get a conviction. It's a really tall order. Most Republicans think the trial shouldn't even be happening.
This proceeding we are about to enter is unconstitutional.
But what if it does go against him? Well, then Donald Trump will be the first president to be impeached and convicted. He'd almost certainly be barred from ever running for public office again, and he could lose his presidential pension and perks. But what if he wins? The Democrats could still try and find some other way to punish the former president, but to survive impeachment twice in a year would, in the eyes of Mr. Trump's loyal base, represent another victory against an establishment that's just out to get him. A useful platform, perhaps, on which to launch another presidential bid.